when I decided to get rid of anything material or chemical to help me live and exist and thrive and cope and all that stuff, everything became real, and it became real real quick, especially at night. The nights have been very difficult but very eye-opening. I've gone to places in my psyche I hadn't gone in my entire lifetime. And I had really bad anxiety and panic attacks. Obviously, sleeping 2 or 3 hours a night, feeling really eager and excited about life, having an overflow of energy, a dysregulation of sleep, obviously, the cold sweats, the body chills, the rapid heartbeat. But I thought to myself, this is practice. This is what I wanted. I want this. I want all of this to be my new life, to awaken to the full experience of humanity. And I closed my eyes and I meditated, sometimes for up to 4 or 5 hours a night, obviously bringing myself back and bringing myself back constantly. I'm no master at meditation. The fact that I had a crutch, no pills or drugs or alcohol all my life, was like, I'll let the chemicals take care of it. I really had to buckle down and to apply everything I'd learned, and it's been an absolute blessing. I remember at one point I was meditating and I'd gone pretty deep. I was sitting up in my bed. I usually always sit up in my bed to meditate, and I remember going to these places several times throughout these last couple of weeks, and I remember having to open my eyes physically in my room in real time to look around because I felt like I was somewhere else, and it was very scary because those places were not the most welcoming. They were deep, dark, cold places that were created in my psyche, in my mind, by either my inner child to protect himself, possibly from me, and all the mixed messages I was sending him, all the promises I wasn't living up to, all the shape shifting, people pleasing, doing everything for others and leaving the crumbs for him. But the point is, I was meditating and I was going so deep into this hole, into this place, that I had to open my eyes and look around because I felt I was surrounded by demons or monsters. Some of them were lurking in the shadows, but some of them had my face on them. So I'm wondering if the inner child feared me and wanted to lock himself up and protect himself from me because I had been attacking him and judging him and criticizing him, delaying and procrastinating and shoving him off, eating a bunch of stuff, eating a bunch of junk food to shut him up, watching a bunch of TV shows to shut him up. When I decided to stop shutting him up and to really merge with that inner child or that shadow self, it became like the yin yang. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when I walk out into the world and I've got this practice, then I can be much more in the moment. I find that when I hit the trails here with my bike, or when I come and pray in nature, I'm much more present, much more in my body, much more intentional and aware and attuned to the universe and to whatever it's asking of me to seeking this divine assignment that I have. And the work that I put, behind closed doors at creating presence and awareness and mindfulness in myself, it really pays off into the world. It really pays off when I'm in traffic, when I'm in nature, when I'm with people around me, when I'm surrounded by others, when there are worldly things or external triggers coming at me, whether good or bad. I never cared for meditation. I had two speeds. It was 100 miles an hour, beast mode, and whenever I settled down to meditate, I fell asleep. To me, meditation was absolutely boring and dreadful until I gave up all the sedative pills, anything that had to do with depression and anxiety, and then I got a little bit more energy than I had in the past, especially at night. And although my sleep is dysregulated, I'm sleeping right now between 9 o'clock at night to midnight, or 9 o'clock to 1 if I'm lucky. And then I'll be up till about 4 or 5. Sometimes I can pass out for a couple of hours in the morning, but I'm running on very little sleep, and that's on 6 weeks. I'm actually not going to work. I keep cashing my vacations because I'm concerned about working and driving. I drive an hour to work every morning and an hour and a half back every night. So, anyways, I'm just really, really living this experience and trying to get through this gateway as successfully as I can to restore my sleep. But meditation has become my friend. It's become a place where I can connect with so many deeper things, and in this connection, removing all the layers of the onion and tapping into to realness, to what this whole thing really is. Deeper than TV, deeper than streaming, deeper than scrolling, deeper than food, drugs, alcohol, pharmaceuticals, deeper than all that. A lot of it is removing. Most of the work is surrendering, setting it down, and walking away from it. So, although my evenings are sometimes very frustrating and scary, and all the emotions, I must admit that it's really paying off in the daytime. So, meditation has become a blessing for me. Prayer, quiet time has become an absolute blessing for me. It prepares me for the rest of this human experience.